Good evening. Armed police have arrested a man on suspicion of GBH after a man was allegedly stabbed in Bournemouth. Officers were called to Wavell Road yesterday afternoon. The 38-year-old suspect had fled the scene and was found 9 hours later. A man in his 30s was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Firefighters in Hampshire have become the first in the country to wear body cameras. Hampshire Fire and Rescue say the footage will be used to help investigations and officers evaluate their performance. The cameras were first trialled during May, including at this blaze at a fireworks shop in Southampton. Police are trying to speak to this man in connection with an assault during a stag party in Dorset. The group were paintballing in Christchurch. One of the men attacked a member of staff after being asked to return a gun. Now, it's been 2 days since the EU referendum results. In that time, we've seen the Prime Minister announce his resignation. Today, moves have been made to oust Jeremy Corbyn as leader of the Labour Party, and questions are being raised about whether Boris could be the next Prime Minister. Southampton is one of the only places in the south with both a Labour and Conservative MP. So how have people there reacted to the post-Brexit politics?
It's as if they haven't got a direction. It's as if they are not clear about where they are going. So it makes us, the citizens, feel what's happening. What should we do?
There's going to be squabbling, there's going to be blaming. People got invested quite a lot of emotions, tensions are running high. So I think it's important that people can sit through that time and hold their tongues maybe if they need to.
It's going to take a lot of time for us to recover from something so big and possibly so bad.
The Remain campaign are just bitter because they lost. Do you know what I mean? Just suck it up and just live with it.
It's a right-wing Labour supporter, and as a citizen of Southampton, where I've lived for 49 years, that we need to heal our divisions, accept the vote and move on.
The world's largest event for young carers has taken place in Hampshire. More than 1,000 youngsters who look after a loved one gathered for a 3-day festival at Fairthorne Manor in Botley. Its aim is to give them fun and a break from their responsibilities. Mary Stanley was there.
1,500 youngsters gather from as far as Wales and Yorkshire, but with one common experience. 19-year-old Melissa Moody has cared for her mum, dad and nan since she was 10 years old, responsible for the family's cooking, cleaning and paperwork.
Being a young carer can be very isolating, but knowing that you can come to this campsite and there's 2,000 other young carers, like, you're not alone, you can talk to any of them, they all know what you're going through.
This is just a small fraction of the number of young people who care for a parent, sibling or other relative. According to the Children's Society, there are more than 160,000 nationwide and just short of 3,000 in Hampshire alone. Charlie started looking after his mum at 4 years old when she developed MS. He now helps others in the same situation.
It's absolutely awe-inspiring just to see the changed look on their face when they realise that there is somebody that will be willing to stand by them and help them through things. You hear a lot of people say that you don't make friends while you're a YCF, you develop a small family.
The weekend at Fairthorne Manor offers respite and fun, whether climbing, canoeing or cake decorating, a break from responsibilities. But even here, the EU referendum is not far from thoughts.
We need government, whatever that looks like in the future, to actually understand that these children rely on services often provided by migrant workers who, let's face it, prop up the health service at the moment. And without them, somebody won't be able to come into their home to do the personal care. So that's a big issue.
But this weekend is a chance to put worries aside. Organisers hope to give the youngsters their childhood back, if just for 3 days. Mary Stanley, ITV News, Botley.
A great event to be involved in. On to sport, and Southampton have signed Nathan Redmond from Norwich. The winger has joined for a fee of around £10 million. He's signed a 5-year deal. Weather time now. Let's take a look at the details with Luke Castiglione.
From blizzards to pool, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello again, good evening. Thicker cloud and patchy rain continue to spread in from the west through this evening. It'll be mild tonight, but the good news is a decent day on the way tomorrow. More of us seeing some sunshine before it turns unsettled once again on Tuesday. So tonight, some patchy drizzly rain making its way eastward, some clearer spells out to the west to end the night, and mild tonight, lows down to around 14 or 15 degrees. Any lingering cloud out towards the east will break up. Some decent sunny spells to start the day, and into the afternoon, some prolonged sunshine for some of us, and with only a light breeze, it will feel pleasant, highs of 19 or 20 degrees. And looking at tide times for Brighton, 10 to 5 tomorrow afternoon.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Keeping a close eye on summer. The Pollen Count, sponsored by Ilogy Eye Drops.
So with a decent day on the way tomorrow and plenty of sunny spells, grass and weed pollen levels will be very high through the day. And with an unsettled outlook, levels will be up and down through the course of next week.
That's it from the weekend team. We're back with Good Morning Britain tomorrow from 6 a.m. Hope you can join us then. For now though, have a lovely evening. See you later. Bye for now.